What is the best SIPP to use in 2025? Well, the answer to that will be different based on exactly what you're looking for. You might just want the lowest fees, you might be a limited company shareholder, you might want your employer to be able to contribute, and so on. So we've shortlisted the leading options for a variety of use cases, and we'll tell you exactly what they're great at and where they fall short. We've also come up with something called FI fee that might help you make a decision. Brokers like to charge you in lots of different ways to make it hard to compare them, so we worked out how much it would cost if we invested in exactly the same way in every SIPP, and what the costs would be at 3 different portfolio sizes. I'll put how we calculate this fee on screen now. Fund fees still apply, and your fees can vary quite significantly from ours, so make sure you look at how we calculate our figures, and I'll link more information down below as well. All of the platforms we talk about in this video are FCA regulated and covered by FSCS protection. Nothing we say is financial advice, and all investments have risk. First up, we have Fidelity, who aren't the cheapest option with an FI fee of £53 on small portfolio balances, which we consider to be £10,000, and then £108 on both medium and large balances of £100,000 and £500,000 respectively. And this makes their fees really competitive if you do have a larger portfolio. They have a discounted trading fee of £1.50 on shares, which includes ETFs when setting up a regular savings plan or automatic monthly investment. Along with potentially competitive fees, depending on how you invest, Fidelity also offer all the bells and whistles that someone might be looking for in a SIPP. They support drawdown, meaning you can actually start taking your pension when you retire. You can make contributions as a company shareholder, and your employer can contribute to your SIPP too. Fidelity also offer arguably the most competitive junior SIPP on the market. You can invest on behalf of a child without any account fees, meaning you can technically invest in a junior SIPP without paying Fidelity a penny. While Fidelity are a great option for some, they're not the cheapest on this list, and other platforms offer various other features or fee structures that you might prefer. A somewhat newcomer into the SIPP market is InvestEngine, and they've really put a cat amongst the pigeons by offering a free SIPP. And this is regardless of how much money you have in your account, making them by far the cheapest SIPP to use in this video. Their FI fee is £0, but this applies to their DIY investing accounts where you pick your own funds. If you choose to use a managed account or invest in their life plans, then you will incur some additional charges. And fund fees apply as always. InvestEngine focuses strictly on ETFs priced in pounds, so this is a good option if you're looking to invest long term without being tempted to trade frequently, and you can completely avoid foreign exchange fees and stamp duty on share purchases. Their platform both on desktop and their mobile app is really nice to use, potentially the best user experience on this list. But does that mean that they're the best fit for you? Well, InvestEngine don't currently support drawdowns, so if you're looking to take your pension soon, you'd have to transfer away to do that. Company shareholder contributions and employer contributions aren't supported yet either. You also only have the option of transferring in a SIPP from Vanguard at the moment. No other transfers are supported, but again, this could be changed at some point, especially with how quickly they rolled out Vanguard transfers recently. So avoid if you're close to retirement or if you want your employer or limited company to contribute. But InvestEngine are one of the leading picks if you're looking to keep your SIPP fees as low as possible. To gain access to a Freetrade SIPP, you'll need to pay for their Premium Plus account, which means they have a flat FI fee of £119.88 for portfolios of all sizes. This makes it one of the most expensive SIPPs on our shortlist if you have a smaller portfolio, but as your balance grows, this fee becomes less and less significant and actually gets quite competitive. Freetrade are an easy-to-use investing platform with over 6,200 stocks and ETFs to invest in using your SIPP, but unfortunately they don't support drawdown, company shareholder contributions, or employer contributions at the time of recording. They have similar downsides to InvestEngine, except they aren't free. But they do offer the ability to invest in individual shares if that's something that you're looking to do. They're a competitively priced option for people with larger balances, and some investors like a flat fee because they know exactly what they'll be paying each month or year, and for the fact that you pay it separately rather than using your account balance. But the lack of flexibility when it comes to contributing or withdrawing from your SIPP could turn people away from Freetrade. In the space of just a few weeks, Vanguard have gone from being the joint cheapest SIPP on the market for small balances to there now being plenty of cheaper alternatives, with an FI fee of £48 per year on a 10k portfolio. While they're still competitive for portfolios of this size, they're not competitive on price with the other leading options as your balance grows. Their SIPP has an FI fee of £150 for medium balances and £375 for large balances. While you can invest from your limited company and they do support drawdown, they don't support employer contributions and they only sell their own funds. Funds that are cheaper to buy on other platforms. Ultimately, this means Vanguard offer less features than their competitors for a higher price. Many users will be loyal to Vanguard until the very end, but we feel their recent price changes are a real letdown. Some people in the YouTube comments think that a minimum £4 a month fee is nothing to complain about and we're just making drama out of nothing. But if you just started investing with Vanguard with £100 a month and you were paying this new £4 fee from your account balance, you would actually need an annual return of around 7.7% just to cover the fees. And that's pre-inflation as well. It just doesn't seem to line up with the values the company was founded on. AJ Bell have a similar FI fee of £43 for a small SIPP balance, but their fee of £138 for both medium and large size balances is more reasonable when compared to Vanguard at least. This isn't shown on AJ Bell's page, which I think adds a lot of confusion for people when looking at their fees, but they offer a regular investing service which applies to their SIPP with a discounted monthly trading fee of £1.50 a month. And remember, we calculate FI fees using ETFs, and their fees are capped to £10 a month here. Along with Fidelity, AJ Bell have the most feature-packed SIPP that we've covered so far, as they offer drawdown, contributions from both your employer or your limited company, and allow you to transfer pensions in from elsewhere. While AJ Bell's SIPP isn't the cheapest that we've covered, it certainly ticks a lot of boxes if you're looking for a SIPP that offers lots of flexibility. Hargreaves Lansdown are in a very similar boat to AJ Bell, but they're a little more expensive, with an FI fee of £45 for small balances, then £200 for medium or large balances. This is because charges for shares, ETFs, investment trusts, VCTs, gilts and bonds are capped at £200 per year in their SIPP. Hargreaves Lansdown have an extensive range of investments on their platform while also supporting drawdown, employer contributions and transfers into their SIPP. If you value reputation and a place generally regarded as having great customer service, then Hargreaves Lansdown might be an option for you, if you're happy paying these slightly inflated prices. Other than Freetrade, Interactive Investor are the most expensive choice for small portfolios with an FI fee of £71.88, but they do have a much more competitive fee of £155.88 for both the medium and large size balances that we look at. You will need to use their free regular investing service to avoid a £3.99 trading fee on UK and US shares. If you hold a large amount of money across multiple accounts with Interactive Investor, then their fees become even more competitive. So if you use them to invest with already, or if you want to hold your ISA and junior accounts with them as well, they could become an even stronger option. Interactive Investor's SIPP has all the features that most people need, with drawdown and employer contributions both supported, and you have the option to transfer in your existing pension. But if you've only got a small portfolio, you'll probably want to avoid their fixed fee model. The SIPPs we've discussed so far have all been DIY accounts where you manage your own investments and manually invest yourself. But what about robo-advisors, or managed investment accounts where you don't build your own portfolio? AJ Bell's Doddle is the cheapest on the market at the time of recording and will charge you a 0.15% fee for this service, meaning it will cost you £15 a year on small balances, £150 a year on medium balances, and £750 a year on large balances. Then you have InvestEngine, whose managed portfolio charges 0.25% a year, so £25, £250 and £1,250 respectively for each of the different account balance sizes. Fund fees still apply on top of these figures. As always with fees and account features, these SIPPs are subject to change at any time, and you can see up-to-date fees and all of our calculations via the link in the description. Always double check fees with all platforms to make sure that you know exactly what you'll be paying based on how you personally invest. If you've made it this far but you're still unsure of how SIPPs even work, then watch the next video that I've put on screen now.